said this before, but I write the guide, but you know, it's a lot of things, so you got to go back. Yes, A1010 and A300. Good. So once you have this, once you've done this, you're essentially able to duplicate this sheet A010, and you are also to replicate A300. And the reason I say that you're able to replicate A300 is because all that you needed to know to do to make this sheet that you didn't know was how to take a view and place it onto a sheet, and that's what we just did with the 3D view. There are sheets already in Revit with each of these separately. You can delete 3 of them and just add the other elevations to one sheet, or you can create a new sheet altogether, but then it's going to yell at you that you already have the views in different sheets, like I said before. But yeah, just going to place all 4 elevations on a sheet, place them in order. Very important that you have all the measurements. It's what I said before. You have you essentially have an answer key. Put all the measurements down. Also, you're going to need to put this shading here. I'm going to show you guys how to do that in a little bit, okay? And for the slope of the roof, let me show you how to do that really quick here. So let's say we are on, there we go. If we're on one of our elevations and we go to annotate, we can look at spot slope here. And then when you click on it, it's going to give you that arrow. Oops. Spot slope. It's going to give you that arrow, and then you can just make it go either up or down, and you can pull it so it's a little bit easier to see. But essentially, just try to replicate the sheet. Okay. All right. Next step. So, like I said on the guide, you can replicate sheet A010 and then A300 here. Next, what do we have? We have our reflective ceiling plan sheet. Okay. You're just missing one tool from that, so let's take a quick peek. Again, on the project browser, you can find your ceiling plans. So let's go to I just call the ceiling plan, but this is the ground floor ceiling plan. And the only thing that we're missing here is essentially just naming the ceiling here. And again, on annotate, what we're going to do is we're going to use this tool called spot elevation. And this lets you tell exactly how tall something is, and we're just going to go on the ceiling here. It should be 8 feet. And I'm going to pull it out, click once, and then pull it to the side, click again. Now that you have your the height of the ceiling, you're going to go to annotate again, and one other tool that you're going to use is the text tool. And you're going to make a simple text box here underneath, and you're going to write exactly what the roof is. And obviously I wrote gibberish here, but I want you guys to click on the ceiling and write this detail about it, okay? All right, so that's it for the ceiling grid. It's going to be fairly quick because the more I show you, the more you already know for the next step. Section cut, just again, one more tool. So let's go look at our ground floor. And Revit, remember when we created the template, it did have a section cut on it, but it was just on a random placement. And this is when we go back and we do our own. So under the view tab here, you have the section tool. And my section originally goes through the bathroom here, but that was more useful for you guys to remodel the building and for me to write some details for you on there. But I think for our project here, it's going to be more useful to have a detail that goes across the staircase. So the way that this works is essentially a line. You click it once, and then you run along and click again. And then it's going to have this dotted line for an area that shows you how much you're looking at, right? So now that we created it, if we scroll down here, again, under, I believe, architectural, yeah, just under architecturals, we have sections. And if we double click on it, you're going to be able to see here. And I'm going to make this consistent colors just so we can see properly. And what's nice about this is that we can see the railing and the stairs that you made. That's very nice. And I don't recall, I think it's the opposite side. So to flip it is just like a door or a wall. You have this double arrow. So let's flip it here. And we also don't need to look into it that far. Let's look at this section again. Yeah, okay, so this is perfect. You guys are going to essentially have this section, and it should show your roof here too. And you're going to do the same thing we did for the ceiling. You're going to go to annotate, and you're going to go to spot elevation. And I want you guys to have the elevation of the landing of the staircase here, because I never gave that to you guys, and you guys were able to replicate it because, like I said, This is teaching Revit. So all of you, I already know all of you are using Revit, and I taught you how to make the staircase. So technically, Revit just automatically put the landing here at the right height. But if somebody were to build it, they would need to know. And um, this is a way of us to put that information out there. And same thing with the text, duplicate it, make it larger, but just show the landing. And then for the same sheet here, I'm gonna skip a few steps ahead from my from the guide here. And on the same sheet that you're gonna have this, just like the sheet that we have on the original document I gave you, we have a different section, but we have the detail. Let me show you guys how to get the detail as well. Okay, so to get